Footage of NATO leaders at a summit, flags waving, followed by scenes from Kyiv and Stockholm. NATO is on the brink of a historic transformation. Both Ukraine and Sweden are making significant progress toward full NATO membership, a move that could reshape the security landscape of Europe and further escalate tensions with Russia. Footage of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky speaking at a NATO meeting. For Ukraine, NATO membership has long been a strategic goal and a source of fierce contention with Moscow. This week, NATO leaders reaffirmed their commitment to Ukraine's eventual actions, offering a clear, accelerated path once conditions on the ground allow. Ukraine's NATO pathway, security guarantees during transition, expanded joint military exercise, streamlined accessions roadmap, post-conflict. While Ukraine is still engaged in a grinding war with Russia, NATO allies an increasing military support, spending comparatively efforts and promising long-term backing, signaling with that Ukraine's place in the alliance is no longer a matter of if but when. Footage of Swedish Prime Minister and NATO Secretary General shaking hands. Meanwhile, Sweden's path to NATO is nearly complete, but after overcoming political hurdles and security approval from Turkey and Hungary earlier this year, Sweden is expected to become the alliance's 33 member within months. Sweden's NATO progress. Ratification complete across all member states. Full membership expected in late 2025. First joint NATO operations already underway. Sweden's entry follows Finland's accession last year, ending decades of Nordic neutrality and strengthening NATO's northern flank and a direct response to Russian aggression in Ukraine. Footage of Russian President Vladimir Putin and a press conference, Russian military drills. But the expansion is not without consequences. Russia has issued fresh warnings, calling NATO's moves a serious provocation and threatening a reinforce with its western border and escalate hybrid warfare operations. Kremlin spokesperson said that Russia will spend all necessary military and political measures to protect our national interest. Kremlin statement is. Military analyst satellite imagery of troop movements near Kaliningrad cyber-attack warnings. Security analysts warned that Russia could respond with increased military drills, cyber-attacks and disinformation campaigns targeting both Ukraine and new NATO interference. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg addressing the media. NATO, for its part remains firm. The alliance say its expansion is about defense, not provocation, and that every sovereign nation has the right to choose its security alliance. Jens Stoltenberg said that no third country has a veto over NATO enlargement. Our doors remained open. NATO troops training Ukraine and Swedish flags raised beside NATO flag. Protest footage in Moscow. As NATO grows stronger and more united, the stakes in Europe rise, with Ukraine and Sweden on the path of full membership and Russia doubling down on its threat. The future of European security is entering a new phase and under certain chapter. Subscribe for more global affairs coverage and defense updates. What do you think? Is NATO expansion a step towards peace or more conflict? Tell us in the comments.